Republican on the Homeland Security Committee, a former federal prosecutor. He also worked at the border in El Paso, Texas, so he knows these national security issues quite well. Congressman, thank you very much. Good to have you here. So what do you make of these mayors upset that people are being sent to their cities?
I think it's a height of hypocrisy because these are the same people who are advocating for the open borders, and now that the open borders have come to their cities and towns, they're upset about it. And what's going on, and let's make something clear. The governors are not from Texas and Arizona are not sending these people to New York City. It's people working on behalf of the Biden administration. They're called non-government organizations who process the illegal aliens and then send them out all over the country without notifying local communities. So if the Mayor Adams of New York City is complaining because he got a couple thousand people, what do you think the people along the southern border are doing in small towns and communities that are being overwhelmed on a daily basis with this?
Yeah, I love hearing
crazy.
from the local government folks saying, good luck. We've been trying to get the federal government to help us. I think this needs to be understood as a national issue. And I think it's good in some ways that these leaders are feeling this situation in a way that maybe they didn't before. Do you think that this will provoke any change or actual real pressure on the administration to clamp down on the border when in these cities that they have a ton of voters in are suffering?
Well, I would highly suggest those mayors to call 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and tell the president why they're concerned. And the concern I have is that this administration is not going to do anything about it, but we are going to. I'm headed what's called the American Security Task Force, and my job is to come up with a plan to seal the border and make it secure again. And January 3rd of next year, when we have a new Congress, we're going to have a border plan ready to go that's going to fix this problem. And President Biden is either going to play ball or he's going to have a really hard time getting any legislation done.
Yeah, well, as we've seen, there's nothing very compassionate about the way that these folks are let in and the circumstances under which a lot of them come in. This is the White House press secretary on this issue of migrants in New York City and Washington, D.C., 3,000 in New York in just the past couple of weeks. Let's watch.
We believe it's shameful that some governors are using migrants as a political tool, as a political play, when we should be making sure that we're doing everything that we can to help folks who are coming into this process in a legal way.
Yeah, I'm not sure, why some states are supposed to absorb all of this and other states are supposed to not be inconvenienced by this?
Yeah, Martha, it bears repeating. Nobody is sending illegal immigrants to New York City except non-governmental organizations working on behalf of this administration. So if they have any complaint, it's about the Biden administration, and the Biden administration is creating a human rights catastrophe at the border. There are border communities in Arizona and Texas that are cutting their budgets by 10 to 20% just to deal with the number of dead bodies they find in the bushes that they have to process. That's the reality of what's going on, and there's nothing humane about what they've created at the southern border.
Incredible.